But does Trudeau have the chops? Does he really do well under pressure against the odds? Well, I don't think we know. I think the closest thing he's ever had to a real fight was actually a physical fight against Senator Patrick Brazeau in the blue there, when the two of them boxed for charity. I was actually a tuxedo-clad announcer for that fight, if you can believe it. That was way back in the day at the Sun News Network. Brazeau looked a lot tougher, and I think people thought he would win. He was heavier, I think he was stronger. But Brazeau really wasn't a boxer. He did some brawling, but Trudeau had actually been a trained boxer his entire life since he was a kid. He has the stamina, he has the endurance, he has the strategy. I think it was a fair fight. I'm not saying it was easy. I think it was a tough fight. But Trudeau was better than people knew. He certainly took it more seriously. Brazeau was a smoker. When it came to boxing, he was just a dabbler. I'm not saying it was a done deal. I thought Brazeau would win. But I think Trudeau had some secret knowledge. He knew he was a lifelong boxer with lots of cardio. Brazeau was big and strong, but he blew himself out after one round. But the myth was made, giant killer. It was a great myth. And I myself had a part in making that myth since I helped hype up the fight. But back in real life, what fights has he actually ever fought? Real fights. I don't mean the play fighting for a charity boxing match. What adversity has he actually ever overcome? Nothing in terms of wealth and privilege. He inherited it all from his father, who inherited it all from his father. So what adversity did he overcome in life? Maybe you could help me in this one, but I can't think of anything. He didn't hold down a job. He didn't have to. He dabbled, but he didn't stay with the job if it didn't hold his attention. He did snowboarding for a while, but he quit when that got boring. He taught substitute drama classes for a while, but he quit when that got boring. He went to school to get a graduate degree in environmentalism or something, but he quit when that got boring. He didn't finish it. He ran for the Liberal leadership race. You know, he's 40, time to grow up and do something. But he ran against a bunch of no-names. Okay, Marc Garneau was the closest to a known opponent, but it was really a ton deal. I mean, come on. I wouldn't even call it a stitch-up. It was just so overwhelming. The entire party apparatus was in his favor. He crushed his tiny opponents, many of whom were just phoning it in. And of course, the Liberal Party members actually made the right choice. He won. That's the proof that he was the right choice. But please, don't tell me it was tough. Trudeau, in his own riding in Papineau, had a close enough fight his first entry into politics back in 2008. He beat the Bloc by only 3%. Okay, good fight. But don't tell me he wasn't the favorite and hasn't been the favorite ever since. It hasn't even been close since. And don't tell me he's had adversity as Prime Minister. From whom would he have had this adversity? From the CBC? Did you see this love-in interview with Rosemary Barton? I swear to God, it genuinely, truly looked like a first date. The smiling, the glimpses, she touches her face, she touches her hair, she laughs. Does he notice me? Is he looking at me? I'm nervous. I'm excited. I can hardly wait to tell my girlfriends about it when I get home. I think Rosemary Barton, I think she's in love. She took this selfie. I think she has a little hope chest, a little box under her bed with this picture. It's a picture of her and her man. And I think she doodles hearts on it and daydreams. Has another glass of wine, offers a glass of wine to her cats. Maybe gets in the bubble bath. Until the story about Jody Wilson-Raybould in the Globe and Mail came out last month, can you tell me one single piece of investigative journalism that was done against Trudeau? I'm sorry, I'm laughing about the bubble bath. I just made that up. Or when the facts came out. When the facts came out with investigative journalism, can you tell me one instance when he was ever held to account? Bev Oda was fired for $16 orange juice by Stephen Harper. Trudeau put not one but two nannies on the government payroll, and the media cheered. Sorry, what adversity has he ever faced? There's been no digging into him. There's been no campaigns by the media to have him thrown out. There's been no one saying his election was discredited. He's only ever had ease in his personal life, in his financial life, in everything, in politics, in the media. What adversity has he ever faced? Other than in a boxing match that one time. That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.